The following is a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio. Our coverage of Dowling Catholic Sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Mercy One, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, Blessman International, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Boson the Florist. Thank you for supporting Iowa Catholic Radio.
And a very pleasant good evening and welcome to the Valley Fieldhouse here in West Des Moines as we bring you high school girls and boys basketball tonight here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Mark Amadale joined by Mike Burkhart in Game 1. And Mike, we've got drive time basketball as we're starting this game early due to the impending freezing rain and ice storm that's approaching central Iowa as we speak. So we have an early tip-off, 5 o'clock here at the Valley Fieldhouse. It's Dowling and Valley, the girls' game. Welcome.
Welcome. Yes, thanks, Mark. Yep, it's a good idea for them to get this game out of the way before the storm comes in. Yeah. You don't like to be traveling out there in the ice, that's for sure. Not
at all. And a good call by some of the athletic directors. We're going to go through some of the games tonight, but a lot of the games have been moved up to a 5 o'clock tip-off with the girls' game. They moved some of the sub-varsity games. Heads up. We're courtside, so Mr. Schellmeyer graces us with his presence. So we are about ready to get set for the game, but teams are out warming up, and there's no preliminary game here, Mike, because everything got moved to Valley Southwoods and the other gym here. So we're going to start right on time at 5 o'clock. We appreciate our listeners who, as we preempt programming in Iowa Catholic Radio to start early on this Friday night. But hey, Dowling Valley, what more can you say? These two teams will get after it.
Yeah, this is one of those rivalries again. We just got it done with Ankeny Centennial and Dowling, saying that was a rivalry. But this, I think, exceeds that one historically.
That was a rock fight. Sometimes you get involved with those.
Oh, yeah. Oh, on last game? Oh, yes.
Rock fights. Yeah, we have a few of those. Well, let's take a look at some of the games that are going on tonight in the CIML. These are all supposed to start at 6:15. Obviously, everything's kind of been pushed up, so we haven't got word of all of them. But I know the game up over at Waukee, Ankeny and Waukee, that's number 6 versus number 10 in Class 5A girls. They're tipping off at 5 o'clock. Other games is Waukee Northwest, ranked 3rd at number 1 Johnston. Haven't heard if that game is on time or moved up. Ankeny Centennial at Urbandale, same thing. And, of course, Dowling Catholic at Valley. Maroons come in ranked 2nd in yesterday's poll in Class 5A. Valley comes in. They drop to number 15. And the bye tonight has Southeast Polk, so they have the night off. They don't have to endure some of this weather that we're going to expect. So those are some of the games. Mike, anything stick out to you?
Yeah, there's a couple interesting ones that we talked about here. Waukee Northwest, number 3 against number 1 Johnston. It's one of those that we saw Northwest already. We see Johnston coming up. Northwest, after the Dowling game, they beat Ankeny Centennial by 1 and jumped from 11 to 3 in the rankings. So it'll be an interesting game just to see where Waukee Northwest actually is when they play the number 1 team in the state. And the other game is Ankeny and Waukee. Both of those are kind of around 500 and have had good games and had struggled in other games. So it'll be a good matchup to see where they end up at.
Yeah, it certainly will. And, rankings are important because they seed by the rankings. Now, it doesn't really come into play until the postseason, which is sometime in February. But you always kind of want to know where you're at in rankings. You could lose a game and still be doing fine. But if you're in the top 8, you're going to host. If you're 9 through 16, you're going to be a 2 seed, and you're going to host 1 game. So always nice to be in the top 8.
Well, especially, Mark, if you're one of the top teams in that 1 through 8, if you look historically in the last few years, you want to avoid that kind of 8, 9, 4, 5 spot because you're going to end up with Johnston before you get to the finals. And if you're going to have to play them, you want to play them before that time. So even though it's still December, the positioning is starting already now, especially with so many teams being very similar in how they play.
Yeah, no question about it. And again, you're listening to the pregame show here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Dowling and Valley here at the Valley Fieldhouse, also known as the Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse. Bill, longtime teacher and coach out here, a tremendous golf coach. Fieldhouse named after this gym. Have a lot of memories in this gym, and I can point to a couple of X's on certain ends of the court here where some big shots were made, not only during regular season but in postseason involving Dowling. Let's take a look at the teams and how they got here. For the Valley Tiger Gals, they come in ranked 15th. The record is 1-3. They knocked off number 10 Waukee to start the year 60-45. Then they've lost 3 straight to number 6 Ankeny 53-43. 10-point loss here at the Valley Fieldhouse, and then lost at Southeast Polk 55-46. Oh, by the way, Brad Johnson, the Southeast Polk Gals, they're ranked 14th this week. And last Tuesday night, Waukee Northwest defeated the Valley Gals by the score of 67-45 at the Northwest Gym. So they're going on a 3-game losing streak. And you look back at this series with Dowling and Valley, the Maroons have won 5 of the last 8, but they've split the last 2 years. The Maroons have not swept the Tigers, as Valley's always had an answer for Dowling, but the Maroons are hoping for the sweep. You always hope for the sweep, but that'd be something to come in mind. But Mike, it's a taste of kind of what we saw the other night. Experienced by Dowling, and when we saw the Waukee Northwest team, very inexperienced team, and that showed. Valley is very inexperienced this year. They graduated quite a few, but they got some returners, couple returning starters, but they're just a young team against an experienced Dowling team. Yeah,
it's going to be important for we'd like to beat a dead horse here, but to get off to a good start. For Dowling, with Valley being a younger team, if they can come out and put the pedal to the metal initially, get some defensive stops, hit their shots, and get it up on them, it's going to be tough for Valley, I think, to come back. If you look at the 2 rosters, Dowling again enjoys a height advantage inside, especially with Moeller, being 6'2". I think the tallest player for Valley is 5'10".
Mm-hmm. And young.
Yeah.
Sophomore.
And if she plays up to her potential, and she played very well the other night against Ankeny Centennial, if she comes out and plays like that, it's going to be a tough night for Valley.
For Dowling, the Maroons come in with a record of 4-1. Dowling Catholic ranked 2nd in yesterday's poll that came out. The Maroons come out and knocked off number 11 Waukee Northwest, a game we had on Iowa Catholic Radio, 55-42 a couple weeks ago. They went up to Minnesota and split a couple games up there, and then came back and knocked off Urbandale 65-32 10 days ago. And then last Tuesday night, a game we had on Iowa Catholic Radio, the Maroons defeated Ankeny Centennial, 4th-ranked Centennial, by the score of 56-52 at the Dowling Catholic Gym. And that was, I said, a rock fight. The Maroons got off. They had as much, I think I had a 13-point lead at one point. If I look at my score sheet here, 14-point lead by Dowling in the second half. And all of a sudden, here comes Centennial and a chance to tie. And the Maroons just kind of pushed away. So they used their experience to close that one out, but it's never easy against a Scott DeYoung coach team, whether it was at Ankeny for many years, Colonesco before that, or right now at Centennial. The Maroons were in for a fight down the end.
Yeah, and that was a good game, and I quickly referred to a text I got from the assistant coach I'm friends with at Centennial, and he mentioned it was a quality game, and it was well played. There weren't that many turnovers. There were a few. A critical steal at the end by Ava Zediker that basically won the game for Dowling.
Absolutely, big play.
But it was a quality. I agree. It was a quality game. Both teams played hard. They was well coached. Good decisions by both teams, and it just came down to who could make the play at the end of the game.
Certainly did. We're going to take a break here as we go to pregame. We'll have our starting lineups coming up. We'll take a 1-minute break. I want to thank Mary Statsny. She is on the board at Iowa Catholic Radio tonight. Appreciate Mary, and of course the folks back there, including Matt Wilkham, the Director of Programming and Network Development. Appreciate those two stepping up early tonight here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert. We are courtside right next to the Dowling bench. We'll talk more pregame following these messages. Dowling Valley coming up, the girls game, starting lineups after this 1-minute break.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
I love the bumper music that's been selected, especially for this particular night. Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert, courtside here at the Valley Fieldhouse. It's the only place you got to call Fieldhouse. It's not a gym.
Wow.
Scott Babinet and I got into it last year over that. So did some guy named Cataldo who will be along later with his. But we found out really it's similar. It's the same thing. It's just different.
Tomato.
Correct. Got to keep an eye on these officials here. He's gonna fist bump you. You better fist bump me, Mr. Osborne. Mr. Terry, good to see all three officials here. I'm glad they all showed up on time. Let's take a look at the starting lineups tonight. First of all, for the visitors from Dowling Catholic, the Maroons come in with a 4-1 record, and they have won their last two games before that loss in their second game of the games up in Minnesota. Loss of Providence Academy, 71-69, the Maroons' only blemish. Dowling girls come in averaging 64.5 points on offense, give about 53.4 points on defense. The head coach is Kristen Miner, ninth year, 150 wins last Tuesday night at Dowling. Congratulations, Kristen. 55 losses. Assisted by Joel Danner and Audrey Faber. And the Maroons will start this lineup at one guard, the point guard, the captain, Ava Zedeker, 5'10", senior, averaging 12.5 points, 5 rebounds. Zedeker wore number 13. The other guard is Layla Tritton. Another captain, a 5'9", senior, averaging 13 points. She wore number 15. And the third guard is Katie Muller, 5'11", sophomore, averaging 11 points and 6.5 rebounds. At one forward, another captain, Ellie Olson, a 5'10", senior, averaging 5 points and just under 8 rebounds. Olson wore number 5. And at center, Ellie Muller, a 6'2", junior, averaging just under 21 points, 9 rebounds, and she wore number 23. So it'll be both Muller sisters, Katie and Ellie, along with Layla Tritton, Ava Zedeker, and Ellie Olson, the 5 and the 4 to start for Dowling. Off the bench for the Maroons, Kaylee Klein, Maddie Rice, and Macy Harnden expected to see action. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, that is the West Des Moines Valley Tigers, and their head coach is Matt Utoff. Third year at Valley, 29 wins, 23 losses. He's assisted by Ashley Adams, Jacob Cleveland, and Afton Riggs. And the Tigers will start this lineup at one guard, Carrie Rose, a 5'7" junior, averaging 9.5 points. The other guard is Bailey Utoff, the coach's daughter, 5'9" sophomore, averaging 2.5 points. And the point guard is Ashley Brown, 5'9" junior, averaging 8.5 points. And at one forward, Ty Lee White, their leading scorer, a 5'10" sophomore, averaging 16 points. And Avery Moon, the other forward, a 5'10" junior. Tigers come in averaging 48.5 points on offense and give up 55 points on defense. We'll take a break and come back with a tip-off. It's Dowling and Valley from the Valley Fieldhouse. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert. But first, a word from Dr. Dan Ryan, the president of Dowling Catholic High School, and Father Reed Flood with our pregame prayer.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Ryan, president of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons!
Hello, my name is Father Reed Flood. Let us pray together for the coaches, players, and trainers for this athletic competition this evening. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask that you bless all those involved in this athletic competition this evening. We ask that you keep them safe, and that they show good sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Sebastian, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Support for programming funded by Blessment International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmentinternational.org.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formalware, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formalware, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Health powers life. From the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted, at Mercy One, their caring doctors focus on just that, so you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercy1.org/healthpowerslife.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
And we're back here at courtside, Valley Fieldhouse, West Des Moines. Yes, we have high school basketball, girls and boys, starting early tonight due to the impending storm coming in. That means everybody go to the grocery store, buy lots of things, and you'll be inside for one day, and that's it. So that's kind of what this causes, Mike. But we got an early start tonight on a Friday night. Girls game tipping off right now, Dowling Valley. Welcome, Mike Burkett, once again.
Thanks, Mark. Yep, this should be an interesting game. We'll see what happens here. When you look at the jump, there's a huge discrepancy.
Size difference between Dowling and Valley gals. Dowling wins a tip. They're going left to right towards the north basket here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Thanks to Brad Rose, Mike Egbert. Brad is down in Texas for the AD's meeting, but Mike Egbert holding down and looks like we start Dowling with the ball. Three-pointer by Olsen, no good. And Valley in a 2-3 zone. We haven't seen a whole lot of that, but Coach Utoff and the Valley Tigers start out in zone and force Dowling on a missed shot there, Mike.
Dowlington a man-to-man here. Switching.
A long three by Wright is no good. And rebound Olsen and Dowling. Ty Lee with a long three from the top of the key. The Maroons get it down court, and they feed it underneath to Muller. Ellie saves it to Zedeker. And now traveling on the Maroons is Tritton, had the ball on the left wing and traveled before she began her dribble. So turnover against Dowling. No score underway. We'll have the boys' game to follow as game times are moved up tonight. Hope you can join us for both. As normally we're just getting set up about this time. And there's normally a JV game going on right now. They moved all those JV games over to Valley Southwoods. If you're wondering about that, there is another game. I think the sophomore boys are in the other gym, and now we got a tie-up. Is Valley in the front court. Again, Ashley Brown, Carrie Rose, along with Ty Lee White, the three of the five starters. Bailey Utoff and Avery Moon round out the starting lineup for the Valley Tigers. And they have the basketball. Brown hands it off. Little dribble weave. Now pass underneath to Carrie Rose, stolen away by the Maroons. Muller with it. That's Ellie with it. Now to Tritton. She'll launch the three left wing. Good. First basket of the ball game. Layla Tritton with her 11th three of the year. And it's 3-0 Dowling. And now the other way we go. And a whistle and a foul on the Valley Tigers. And Mike, you said it was Katie Muller with the three. And now we got a whistle and a foul. And who did they give that foul to? It's the Maroons. I'm going to say it's a shooting foul on Ellie Muller. Will commit the foul. And Katie got the 3. Now free throws coming. First one up, good by the Tigers. At the free throw line is Ashley Brown. First free throw good, second one no good. 3-1 is our score. Dowling Catholic with the lead here in this girls game. Top 15 matchup. Valley at number 15, Dowling at number 2. Here's Zediker with it. Valley back to man-to-man. Zediker in the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound Tigers. Outlet pass goes to Carrie Rose. She tracks it down and waits for her teammates. And now White for 3, it's no good. And saved from out of bounds, but by Valley. Good hustle by Avery Moon, but she saved it out of bounds. So it'll be Dowling basketball. Mike, we've seen different defenses by Valley here. Is it make man and then miss zone? Is that what they're doing?
Could be.
All right, here's a shot in the lane. No good. Well defended by the Tigers. 3-1 Dowling. Another empty possession for the Maroons. Got to credit the Tigers there. Now the ball in the lane. A shot blocked by Ellie Moeller. As going down the lane was Avery Moon. Dowling with the rebound. The ball stolen away by Ashley Brown. Brown with an uncontested layup. Good. And we're tied at 3. Brown has all 3 of Valley's points.
Looks like they're almost in a matchup zone right now. That's what it is.
Coach Uthoff is pulling out all the stops. Now Dowling underneath. They get it to Olsen. Layup is good. Ellie Olsen on the pass from Layla Tritton.
That was a nice play. She took it right to the middle of the court, and when they switched off, there's a steal by Olsen.
Ellie with the steal and layup, good. Olsen with 4 points. Comes in averaging just under 5. Page out of the Valley playbook, if you will. Now the Tigers will get the ball in the front court. Here's Tylee Wright at the free throw line. Puts the shot up, and it's off the back iron, no good. Offensive rebound slapped around by Avery Moon, but right in the hands of Tritton, and now Dowling the other way. And here's Zediker on the baseline. Her shot's no good, but a whistle and a foul on the Tigers on Carrie Rose. That'll be her first.
Dowling got the ball up the court very quickly there, and Zediker took it right to the basket very aggressively, which is a great play for her.
We've got a timeout on the floor. It'll be a 30-second timeout. First of all, I want to mention our thanks to all the folks here at Valley for helping us get set up and early because of the early start tonight. And that includes Mike Egbert, the assistant athletic director, Lorena Cuevas, and then Brad Rose. He wasn't here, but he gave us permission to walk in with equipment. And
he's down in warmer weather, apparently.
Down in Texas, an athletic director's meeting, and I wonder what all really goes on down there. But Brad's a great guy and appreciate his help. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Blessman International, and Bozeman Florists. Our thanks to people back at the Iowa Catholic Radio studios, including Mary Statsny, who's our studio producer, and Matt Wilkham. Appreciate Matt. And I can't forget Aiden Pugh, who are getting us all set up. The trickle-down effect. Hey, we're starting early. You got to make phone calls. We're starting early. We're not on at 6 tonight. We're on at 5. So here we are in the middle of drive time. Dowling with the ball out of the Valley timeout. 7-3 is our score. Dowling with the lead. 4.5 to go first quarter. Here's Zediker in the left block. Now kicks it out to Muller. Ellie with it. And now 13 on the shot clock. Muller tries to dribble down and defended by Tylee Wright. And White with the steal. Into the hands of Moon. And now Dowling jumps back on defense. With it is White. Valley running their motion offense against Dowling's man-to-man. Here's Brown with it. Over in the corner. The ball's tipped out of bounds. Off of Valley. So with 19 on the shot clock, it'll be Valley basketball. We'll throw it out right in front of the Dowling bench, which is to our left. Officials tonight, Chad Shellmeyer, Dante Terry, and Jeff Osborne.
Valley's running a 5-out offense. Just everybody's cutting around the three-point line.
Now in the lane is Moon. There puts up a shot off the mark, no good. Right as the shot clock expired. Rebound Dowling and Ellie Muller. Maroons the other way. Here's Zediker. They isolate her in the left wing. She goes to the basket, cut off, kicks it out to Tritton for 3. It's up, good. Layla Tritton with her first 3 of the night. The second one for Dowling. The Maroons are up 10-3, a 7-point lead here in the first half. Here's Brown with it. Over to Utah. Over to White. Both teams have yet to go to their bench, but the next dead ball, we're going to see some reserves come in. Here's Utah with it, 15 on the shot clock. Ball nearly went off the hands of Moon. She retrieves it, guarded by Olsen. Moon in the lane, her shot off the glass too strong with the left hand. Rebound Dowling. Ellie Muller, outlet pass to Tritton. Back to Zedeker. Back to Katie Muller for three. Up good. Katie Muller with her second three of the night, 8th of the year, and a timeout on the floor with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Our score, Dowling 13 and Valley 3. And we've got a 30-second timeout, and we want to recognize Skeffington's Formal Wear, Mercy One, Fast Signs, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert, courtside. This kind of, I mean, you were just one chair away from back in the day here, right, with Bob and Sharon Hansen and the other guy, John Wilkinson. I don't know if they listen anymore or not, but they might.
John said he did.
Did he?
Yep.
Well, give us your perspective. Maroons up 10 after a scoreless couple of minutes.
If Valley's going to have a shot at this one, they're going to have to make it a half-court game. Dowling, when they can break the ball down the court and get a quick shot, they've been hitting everything. Valley's got to make it a half-court game. They're playing as a sagging man-to-man is what it is. It looks like a matchup zone, but if they're not guarding the ball, they're back in the lane.
All right, Valley comes out of the timeout. That is their second one. They have 3 left in this contest. Tigers in the lane. A shot blocked by Muller. Ball loose on the floor and tracked down by Bailey Utah for a header shot blocked. Now here's White with it. Tylee in the lane, and her shot off the back iron. No good. Rebound Dowling. Cold shooting for the Tigers. They have 1 field goal and a free throw, and that was all by Ashley Brown. Now Muller, she has her shot blocked. Nice job that time by Tylee White with the block. Rebound comes out for the Tigers. And they're in the front court. Little dribble weave. This is Jenna Fuller in after that last timeout. Fuller in for the Tigers, and Macy Harnden in for Dowling Catholic off the bench. So both teams head to their bench. And now we'll see Carrie Rose check back into the Valley lineup. And Jenna Fuller, as we mentioned, already in there. So those two will maintain the guard court. Avery Moon remains in there, as does Tylee Wright for the Valley Tigers. And Olivia Adams checking in, 5'5" sophomore. Maroons with it, leading 13-3. Corner three, up good. This is the other bench player for Dowling that came in, Kaylee Klein, with her first three
nice three-point shot there.
Her 5th of the year. 16-3 Dowling. Maroons up by 13. Minute 20 to play here in the first quarter. Now whistle and a foul in the lane. They're going to get it on Katie Muller as she was guarding the post. She was guarding Tylee White. Muller's first foul. Dowling's second team foul of the first quarter. And Katie will, or rather Klein will, Katie Muller will check out for the Maroons. Zedeker will check back in. Harnden stays in, Tritton back in. And Klein will remain in the contest. Valley with the ball, with it is Carrie Rose. Left wing pass goes to Moon. She dribbles into a double team. Now has to give it up, and does. This is Olivia Adams. You hear the Adams family is certainly in play, and a layup is good. Carrie Rose gets loose. The athletic director's daughter. Carrie with a shot, up and good.
Valley was very patient and got a nice shot.
They certainly did, and now Harnden for three in the corner. It's no good. Rebound Fuller and Valley. 16-5 is our score. Dowling by 11. 35 seconds remaining. First quarter. So we are courtside here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert. Tigers going right to left towards the south basket. A little scoop shot underhand, no good by Carrie Rose. Fight for the rebound, and Klein comes away with it for Dowling. Lead pass to Tritton. Now here's Zedeker with it. They've done a nice job on her. Ava gets it over in the corner. Klein for three, it's no good. And rebound Valley and Jenna Fuller. 8 seconds remaining. Tigers can get the final shot, trailing by 11. Long three by Carrie Rose is no good. And we have 0.2 of a second remaining. And that should be the end of the first quarter. Our score, Dowling Catholic 16, the Valley Tigers 5. And they're going to say, yep, we'll keep the 0.2 of a second up there. Got to play for this. Quick play there? No, I didn't think so.
I don't think you can get a shot off.
We come to the end of the first quarter here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Dowling 16, Valley 5 in this Central Iowa Metro League Class 5A matchup. Alongside Mike Burkett, I'm Mark Amadale. Glad you could join us. And we'll return with the second quarter as we start early here at the Valley Fieldhouse with high school girls and boys basketball tonight on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming is provided by construction professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
And welcome back to the Valley Fieldhouse here in West Des Moines. Mark Amadale alongside Mike Burkett. Second quarter underway. Dowling 16, Valley 5, and now the Maroons in their first possession. They get it inside to Ellie Moeller, and she draws the foul. Foul will be on the Valley Tigers. Addison Adams, her first. And Mike, I know you have some numbers here, but your thoughts before we get to your numbers about this first quarter and Dowling playing very well after a slow start.
Yeah, Dowling is playing well today. They're being patient when they have to be. I think they've determined that the Valley's playing just a very sagging man-to-man defense where they are not really guarding Olsen at all. They're just putting somebody in the lane, and that time she cleared out and Moeller went right to the basket. But they're being very patient on offense, which is good right now.
Moeller was 1 for 2 at the line. So Ellie with her first point comes in averaging 21 points. Valley's done a nice job on her thus far. Tigers with the basketball. Olivia Adams has it. Top of the key, it goes to Avery Moon. They swing it to the left wing. Dowling stays man-to-man. Here's Utah with it. They swing it to the right side. Driving baseline is Moon. Can't get off a shot. Now leaves it for Adams for 3. Good. Right in front of us. Olivia Adams, a 5'5" sophomore with her first 3 of the night and her second on the season.
Yeah, that was a big shot for them because they were 0 for everything on the 3 points in the first quarter.
And Zedeker, a corner 3 that gets a nice little roll off the rim. That's good. So Ava with her first 3 points of the night for Dowling. And the Maroons lead it 20-8. Maroons' largest lead has been 13, Mike.
Valley shot 16% in the first quarter, and that's going to not win too many games for you.
Pretty good defense.
It was. Dowling's doing a really nice job.
And as we talked about, when the Maroons have the length that they have, that causes a lot of problems, not only shooting, but also in the passing lanes, as a three-pointer is no good by Avery Moon. Weak side Lee Brown, great hustle by Addison Adams, and she saves it inside. They get it to Brown, layup good. Ashley Brown with her 5th point. Good hustle that time by Addison Adams.
That was a nice hustle move by her part.
She kept that possession alive. Now corner 3 by Katie Muller, good. Left corner 3, Katie with her 3rd 3 of the night. She's got 9 points to lead Dowling in scoring. And it's 23-10. Dowling equals its biggest lead of 13 here in the first half over the Valley Tigers. Maroons come in, leading the series 15-12. That dates back to 2007. The Maroons have won 5 of their last 8. The two teams split last year. Dowling winning by 32 here at the Valley Fieldhouse, and Valley winning by 13 points at the Dowling gym. So Maroons lead it. Now it's steal by Dowling. Zedeker in the front court, and a whistle and a foul on Brown. And that'll be her first, second team foul of the second quarter on Valley. And the rest of the numbers you go through, turnovers?
Turnovers was 4-3. Valley had 4, Dowling had 3, so
okay.
It was pretty cleanly played first quarter. Just Valley could not hit a shot, although they were difficult shots they were being made to take. So
that's the Maroon defense. Zediker works her way underneath. The shot up, no good. Rolls off the side of the rim. Rebound out to Valley. And Bailey Utoff is back in there in transition. Here's Olivia Adams for three. No good. If you hear the last name Adams, there's two sisters. Olivia, the sophomore, with the missed shot. And Addison, who had that great save, is a senior and a captain, the only senior on this team. And their mother is the assistant coach. That is Ashley Adams. Now a steal by Valley. Tigers with it in the front court. Olivia Adams hands it off to Ashley Brown. Work the left side. Here's Olivia Adams, top of the key. For three by Tylee White. No good. Rebound Katie Moeller and Dowling. Moeller with it. Top of the key to Klein. Kaylee with it over to Zediker. 4:15 to go, second quarter. 23-10 is our score. Dowling with the lead over Valley. Zediker dribble drives down the lane. Shot with the left hand, no good. And a foul is on Brown. That'll be Ashley Brown's second foul, says Chad Shellmeyer, one of our three officials tonight, to go along with Dante Terry and Jeff Osborne. And Zediker will go to the line for two. Ava, a 61% free throw shooter on the year. And the first free throw is no good. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Construction Professionals, Bozen the Florist, Blessman International, and Ashworth Vision Clinic. Mike Burkert.
Yes, sir. All those.
When you go to those places, and we appreciate our supporters and our sponsors, let them know what a job Mike Burkert does.
Yeah.
Not only keeping score, and stats rather, keeping the stats, but analyzing this game. He's a right-hand man of Bob and Sharon Hansen and John Wilkinson for many years in the Dowling coaching staff. And a little bit different angle. The one thing I don't like down here, the officials are always in the way. Would you tell Mr. Osborne to move?
Yeah.
Good grief. Here's a three-pointer, no good by Valley.
That's true.
It's tough. Rebound Maroons, and down court goes Moeller, and she draws the foul. And that is when I say Moeller, it's Ellie. We got Katie and Ellie, goes to the lane, and the junior picks up the foul, and that'll be Tylee White's first foul. Third foul on Valley, or check that, fourth foul on Valley here in the second quarter. First free throw by Ellie Moeller is good. She's now 2 out of 3 at the line. And tonight's game, the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, brought to you in part by Mercy One, Fast Signs in Clive, the Catholic Tuition Organization, and Skeffington's Formal Wear. Second free throw good by Ellie Moeller. She now has 3 points. 26-10. Dowling has its largest lead of 16 here in the second quarter as Macy Herndon checks in for Dowling Catholic.
Dowling put a little token full court press on him there, but easily broken.
Maddie Rice set to check in, the next dead ball for the Maroons. Valley with it. Here's Tylee White. Kicks it out to Brown. Brown driving against Zediker. Has a ball poked away by Zediker in the hands of Moeller. And Brown forces a jump ball against Ellie Moeller. So Maddie Rice will check in for Kaylee Klein in the Dowling lineup. And everybody going the wrong way. It'll be Valley basketball as soon as they get the substitutions in here, Mike. You know, a little disorganization amongst substitutions, which way we going, whose ball. It's Valley basketball underneath their own basket. That's what ended up happening.
Got it figured out here.
It happens at the varsity level, too, not just the freshman level, Mike.
Happens at NBA levels, too, I tell you.
Yes, it does. That's a good point. All right, here's Brown down the lane. Her shot no good. Drew the foul, and it'll be on Zediker, her first. And Ashley Brown will head to the free throw line. Ava Zediker picks up her first foul, the first team foul on Dowling here in the second quarter. Ashley Brown, the transfer from Waukee Northwest a year ago, a 5'9" junior. Comes in averaging 8.5 points, 3 rebounds, and just under 2 assists for the Tigers. And head coach Matt Utoff. First free throw good.
She's got the shooter's roll on that one.
Brown with 6 points. More substitutions as Bailey Utoff returns to the Tiger lineup. Second free throw good by Brown.
I feel like we're at a hockey game a little bit here.
Line change.
Substitution.
Line change. All right, the Maroons work underneath. A shot with the left hand off the glass, good by Maddie Rice. Rice, a 5'8 junior, averaging just over a point off the bench and gets 2 there.
It's a nice play by Zedeker. She drove the middle of the lane when they helped out. She dropped it off to her for an easy layup.
Yeah, Zedeker averaging just over 2 assists a contest, and there's 1 there. Led the Dowling score. 16-point lead for the Maroons, equals their largest lead with 2:35 to go here in the second quarter. Halftime, we'll catch up with Justin Einertson, the Dowling boys coach. Now underneath, a shot blocked by Muller, and the rebound out to the Maroons. There's Olivia Adams having her shot blocked, and now Dowling underneath, and the shot no good. Check that, Avery Moon had her shot blocked. And now the other way we go, a little run out layup, good. Tylee White got behind everybody and scored her first basket, and that is Valley's leading scorer, held to 2 thus far. The Maroons getting a little sloppy. Zedeker loses the ball and turnover again by the Tigers, causing that. Corner 3 up, good. Valley with the corner 3, and that's Tylee White. Hadn't scored till the last 30 seconds. 28-17, Dowling's lead now 11. Minute 45 to go in the half. What a run by the Tigers on a 7-0 run. Now corner 3, no good by Zedeker. Fight for the rebound. Dowling comes away with it. Here's Muller. Ellie underneath, shot up, good. The basket will count, and a foul on the Tigers. And the foul will be on Tylee White, her second. So Valley's leading scorers, Tylee White coming in averaging 16 points, and Ashley Brown averaging 8.5 points, are in foul trouble with 2 fouls each. Free throw good.
That was an important offensive set for Dowling there. Valley had run off 7 in a row maybe, and Dowling came back, got a nice shot, 3-point play.
6 points now for Ellie Muller with that last 3-point play. 31-17 Maroons. Valley with the basketball. Minute 20 to go. Now a steal by Olsen. And Ellie down the lane with the left hand. Shot no good. Well defended that time by Avery Moon. She hustled back. Rebound Valley. Minute 15 to play. In the lane, Jenna Fuller dribbles through traffic and draws a foul. And she'll get 2 free throws. Olsen will pick up the foul. That'll be Ellie's first. And free throws coming for the Valley Tigers in Jenna Fuller. Fuller, a 67% free throw shooter on the year, makes the first free throw. It's her first point of the night. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Skevington's Formal Wear, Ashworth Vision Clinic, Blessman International, and Bozen the Florist. Our thanks also to Construction Professionals. Second one up, and no good. And the rebound out to Katie Muller. Katie in the lane. Has the ball slapped out of her hands, picks it back up, leaves it for Tritton. Layla spins in the lane, kicks it out to Katie Muller. Corner 3, no good. Fight for the rebound, and a whistle and a foul on Ole. Ellie Olsen will pick up her second foul. That'll be the third team foul on Dowling. When you foul 80 feet from the basket, makes a coach wonder sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes they've got position on you, you've got to let them have it.
Yeah. Ole has one switch, and that's on. When she's out there, she's not thinking like that, and out there playing with a lot of reckless abandon, as Coach Nizzi used to say. Corner 3 up no good by Tylee White for Valley. 39 seconds remaining. Dowling with the ball, leading 31-18. Here's Muller. Kicks it over to Harnden, who's in there. Macy came in at that last dead ball. Back to Muller for 3. It's no good. And the rebound, Valley and Avery Moon. Moon, a 5'10 junior, one of 2 players that are 5'10. That is the post player's height for the Valley Tigers. And now Brown takes it down low and draws a foul. Ellie Muller will pick up her second foul. And free throws coming for Ashley Brown.
Took it right at her that time, and that time she got the foul call.
Brown will eye the bucket. First one good. Harnden will check out for the Maroons, as will Tylee White for Valley, who has 2 fouls. Second free throw by Brown coming. good, and she'll more than likely be replaced. Yep, with 2 fouls. So Coach Uthoff for Valley takes out 2 of his leading scorers with 2 fouls each.
Shot clock's off, so Dowling will play for the last shot here.
Oh, we say that and it never happens.
Yeah.
We'll see if it does. Can't hold it that long. Here's Olsen within the left block. Dribbles across the lane to Muller. Maybe they will. 5 seconds left. In the corner it goes. Katie Muller for 3. It's off the mark. No good. Offensive rebound, Tritton. And Olsen puts the rebound up. They're going to wave it off. And they got nothing, so it's no good. I didn't know if they had a foul or they were going to.
I wasn't sure. Everybody kind of stopped and looked at each other there.
We've come to the end of the first half here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Our score: Dowling Catholic 31 and the Valley Tigers 20 in this top 15 game in Class 5A. Maroons come in ranked 2nd with a record of 4-1. Valley ranked 15th with a record of 1-3. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert. And the Maroons lead at 31-20. We'll take a 2-minute break, Mary Statsky. 2 minutes. We'll come back with our halftime guest, Justin Einertson, here at the Valley Fieldhouse.
Got it.
Our score again, Dowling 31, Valley 20 in this girls contest in the CIML. Back in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Faith Check with Greg Ewell on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
I once spoke with a priest of a large suburban parish with thousands of members who told me that he could count on one hand the number of dinner invitations he had received over the past year from his parishioners. This shocked me, as I knew he was very busy with his ministry, and I assumed that he was frequently invited to homes and activities of his parishioners. Yet such was not the case. Indeed, it is easy to take our priests for granted. Our priests are men who have sacrificed everything, marriage, family, children, for the sake of the gospel. And yet they are but men, who like everyone need to be encouraged, welcomed, and loved. Let us find ways to involve them in the lives of our families. Let us pray for them that they will grow in the grace of God and be protected from the attacks of the enemy. And let us pray the Lord to send more priestly laborers into the harvest fields, so that the people of God might be sanctified, supported, and led in our earthly pilgrimage toward our Father's house. This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
Back to halftime here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Our score in the girls contest, 31-20. Dowling leading the Valley Tigers. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert. And we are... is that better? Is that better? Oh, there we go. Joined now by Justin Einertson, the Dowling boys basketball coach, joining us here at halftime. Hey, Coach, we're courtside, so if my partner will be... Mr. Cataldo, if he starts writing plays on the back of a piece of paper, don't use
We don't run any. We're a dribble drive team, so it doesn't matter.
Well, maybe out of bounds or something special. We don't run any. I love it. Coach, recovered from your victory over Centennial Tuesday night. I practiced Wednesday and yesterday and playing tonight. We're back to Tuesday, Friday routine here in the CIML conference. And tonight you come on the road. You take on a very fine Valley Tiger team. Let's see, 2-time defending state champs. Maroons have lost 6 in a row to them, both here and there. And just a typical Dowling Valley game that your kids are just chomping at the bit to play, I can imagine.
Yeah, they're fired up. A couple interesting conversations today. Being new to this rivalry, sometimes you don't think about, how it is for the kids. Obviously this is a huge deal for both sides. But yeah, we're excited to be here. Our guys had a really good couple of days of practice, and there was plenty to fix from that win on Tuesday, so it was nice. I felt like we shored up a lot of our faults, and we're ready to get back after it tonight.
Oh, so you got their attention.
Yeah.
Always that. Huh? You got to get their attention.
I mean, there were just so many things, especially in the second half, that we slipped up on that kind of kept it, I wouldn't say close, but within shooting distance for Centennial. So that's stuff when you go on the road against number one and you have Northwest and Johnston and Waukee in your league, you better get fixed. So I was pretty happy. I think it's going to be a process. I think we're going to get better as the season goes on. In fact, I know we will. But, really happy about the last couple of days.
First of all, Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
And what was your biggest takeaway from that first game? Because you mentioned, I think when we talked before the game last Friday, that now the lights are on.
Well, I just liked how aggressive we were. I think there's times where young teams can get passive and really rely on their three-pointers a lot. And honestly, that was a very small part about what we did. We were able to get in the paint and score. And, usually you want more free throw makes than three-point attempts. And what was kind of interesting was we just didn't get fouled. We just kept scoring off 1 foot in the lane, and that is a really rare thing. But our guys are athletic. I think we run some stuff that creates double and triple gaps for them to attack the rim. And, when Charlie's as good as he is at catching and scoring at the rim, it really opens things up for the rest of our guards. So, defensively there was a million things that we keyed in on to fix, but I thought offensively it was pretty sharp.
Visit with Justin Einertson, the Dowling boys basketball coach here, as we're courtside at the Valley Fieldhouse, as the band has struck up a chord or two, Justin, so it's going to be making it difficult to listen. I'm interested to see how a guy like Charlie Crane, first year in varsity, goes up against, let's see, the Valley Tigers and some guy named Urek, headed to UNI, scholarship in hand, senior. That's going to be an interesting battle. That's just one of many I know that you've probably identified on film, but talk about some of those possible matchups tonight with a Valley team that has 3 of their starters averaging just under 20 points.
Yeah, I mean, they're an incredible group. I think Jaden McGregory got better this year. He's a lot more athletic than he was. A little bit sharper attacking the rim as well. I mean, the way I look at it, it's fun for me as a coach because we don't have a single guy with a D1 offer, and you're talking about multiple guys with D1 offers, so it's pretty simple. We go in there and say, hey, you can cower away from this matchup, or you can go earn some attention. So our guys play with a chip on their shoulder. Not a lot of people expected much out of us this year. Not many people talked about them in summer and AAU either, but they're very committed to getting better, and I think they're excited to be here. So it's going to be fun. We keep joking around about how we're going to come at them like spider monkeys, and we'll just see what happens.
Your first, this is a group that is very young, unseasoned, no really experience. They're getting that, yet they're 2-0. They start off with wins in the conference after just getting underway here in the last few weeks. They're 2-0, but now they're in a hornet's nest. You got the band, you got the Valley Fieldhouse, you got Dowling Valley. Some of those guys you got a few football players on the team that remember their last football game.
They do.
There might be some energy out here.
I hope so. I mean, this is why we do it, right?
It is.
Everybody talks about how high school sports aren't what they used to be, and tonight it feels like a big thing. So. Yeah, it's great. This is why we do it. Hopefully, if you're driving around, you're going to come on out the Valley and check this out.
All right, what are the keys for the game that you're putting on the chalkboard for your team?
Big one's pace. Valley plays a lot like, well, if you're an NBA person, the Nuggets and Jokic, they play through the 5 quite a bit. Really rare, really rare in high school. And they're incredible when they play through the 5. So we got to make those 5s run a lot. Turn it into a track meet as much as we can. Got to make sure we rebound as a unit. This is a group that's extremely athletic. So closing off the rim and making sure that they're shooting jump shots and not getting layups off 1 foot or dunks is really big. But I think pace is going to be the key. If we can make those bigs run, I think it's more in our favor. Charlie's a former cross-country kid. So one of the best things about him is he has no trouble running.
That's what you like. You like your big guy be able to go rim runners, and there's nothing wrong with that in a game like tonight. Shooting is going to be a big thing,
right?
Because Valley will win out. They don't have a wing player that is no longer. I thought Kaysen came in last year and he was just you make a run and all of a sudden he knocks down a shot. Well, he's playing at Dallas Center Grimes now, so he transferred. So, but they got more. They just bring up their leading scorer off their sophomore team, and he's doing a pretty nice job.
He's doing a nice job. I think the interesting thing about them is they've gotten to a point in every single game where they just decided they weren't going to let you score anymore. So, we got to avoid that tonight. Defend, rebound, and run.
All right. Well, Coach, best of luck. Thanks for joining us, and I'll try to keep my partner from giving you plays throughout the game.
Like I said, we don't run any anyway. We're
good for you. That's good to know. I'll let him know that, too.
Thanks.
Justin Einerson, Dowling boys basketball coach, visiting with us here on the pregame or on the halftime of the girls' game. Yes, we started early tonight. Dowling 31, Valley 20 here at the Bill Cold Iron Fieldhouse on the campus of Valley High School in West Des Moines. And we'll be back with the second half of the girls' game in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
All right, we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse, underway here in the second half as Dowling leads 31-20. The Maroons now with their first possession of the second half after they inbound the ball. 8 on the shot clock. Here is Ellie Muller with it. Dribbles down the lane, loses the ball. Now we'll have to put up a shot, and they're going to get a violation on the Maroons. So is it traveling? Okay, so first turnover of the game on the second half on the Maroons, Mike Burkert. And you got to look at some of the first half stats. You can sprinkle them in as we move along.
Well, Dowling shot 40% for in the first half, a little down from their first quarter. But they hit 6 3-pointers, which made a big difference. Valley, on the other hand, is still at 22%, and that's what's really causing them some issues, as they're 2 out of 10 from the 3-point range, 3 of 13 from the 2, so.
All right, here's Valley with their first offensive possession of the second half. And with the basketball, and now a shot clock violation was Carrie Rose, and shot clock winding down, and Ashley Brown got the pass, and she didn't have a chance to get the shot off.
Well, Valley's been very patient in running their offense. Now, part of that's Dowling's playing really good defense and not letting them get them. But it's all been perimeter. They move around the perimeter a lot, and then all of a sudden somebody will take it to the basket, and that time nobody could.
Right, Dowling with the basketball. They go right to left towards the south basket. Zedeker with a shot, no good. Olsen keeps it alive, tips it into the hands of Katie Muller, and her shot from the left baseline, no good. And a backcourt foul on Olsen, and that'll be Ole's third foul.
That's one you don't want. She was just dribbling down the floor, and she reached in and hacked her.
So the Tigers will inbound the ball right in front of us. That'll be the first foul of the third quarter on Dowling. Keep in mind the team fouls are erased after each quarter, so you get to start over. And now here's a long three, no good by Valley and Carrie Rose. Rebound Dowling and Muller. Katie with the rebound. In the front court is Olsen. Now to Muller for three. It's off the mark, no good. Ball slapped around in the hands of Brown, and Ashley Brown with it. Now a diagonal pass down court, nearly stolen away, but retrieved by Ty Lee White. White, a nice player, 5'10", sophomore. Now in the lane she goes, layup good. Boy, she did a nice move down the right side of the lane, and White got it to fall. She has 7 points.
You prophesized that one. She heard you say that, and so she took it right, made a nice play right down the lane.
Well, I wasn't in front of her. I'm on the opposite end of the court from her. The Valley Bass was way down there, but yeah, she did. Nice job.
You're the player whisperer.
Yeah, 31-22. All my wife and kids think I'm the grandchild whisperer. They go right to sleep. I think I put a few listeners sleep on the radio sometimes. There's a shot in the lane by Dowling. It's no good. Missed everything. Rebound Tigers. Moon goes all the way down. Her layup's no good. And a rebound Katie Moeller. 5 minutes to play, third quarter. Dowling up 9. And now underneath is Ellie Moeller. Layup good right over Avery Moon. Smooth by Moeller. What transition by Dowling. Ellie with 8 points.
When they get the transition moving, they're a difficult team to stop offensively.
33-22, Dowling by 11. The Maroons led by as many as 16 in that second quarter. Now underneath, the shot blocked by Moeller. Ellie with the block, and it went right off the back of Tylee White, who had her shot blocked. So it'll be Dowling basketball as Olsen will check out, Herndon will check in. Let's take a look at some quick scoring numbers. Ashley Brown leading the way for Valley with 9 points. Tylee White with 7. 3 points for Olivia Adams off the bench for the Tigers. 2 points for Carrie Rose. Jenna Fuller off the bench with 1 point. Avery Moon did not score in that first half for Valley. And we'll get the Dowling numbers in a moment. Tigers went 6 of 7 at the free throw line in the first half. Now here is Moeller in the lane. Her shot up and good. Turnaround shot right over Tylee White. And Ellie Moeller starting to heat up. She has 10 points.
One of the things we talked about early on, Mark, was Dowling getting off to a quick start, and they did. 16-5 in the first quarter. The second quarter was 15-15 tie.
Right here is Bailey Utoff with it. Swings a pass over in the corner to Olivia Adams. Now they run at the top of the key to Moon. They try a lob pass underneath and a whistle and a foul. Moon's pass to Brown was interrupted by a whistle. And Zedeker will pick up the foul. So Ava with her second foul. That's the second team foul on Dowling here in the third quarter. Now a corner three up and no good. Brown with the offensive rebound, stripped away by Zedeker into the hands of Harnan. Macy in the front court. The Maroons run their transition offense. They try to lob it into Moeller, and it's stolen away by Tylee White and Valley. Here's Brown with it in the corner, and she loses it out of bounds, but they say it was tipped away by Zedeker as Olsen set the check in. Take a look at some of the scoring for Dowling in the first half. Halftime, Ellie Moeller had 6 points. She now has 10 with a pair of field goals. 9 points for Katie Moeller. 4 points for Ellie Olsen. And then 3 points each for Ava Zedeker, Layla Tritton, and Kylie Klein off the bench with 3. 2 points for Maddie Rice. Macy Harnden did not score. And Dowling went 4 of 7 at the free throw line. So those are some of the first half numbers. Dowling jumped out to a 16-5 first quarter lead and played to a 15-15 tie in the second quarter, as it was 31-20 Dowling at halftime. Currently it's 35-22 Maroons, and now the Maroons steal the inbounds pass. Nice job by Moeller, and she saves the ball from going over half court. I don't think she needed to because it was tipped to Valley, but she didn't know that.
She made a nice play, though.
Better safe than sorry. Now Zedeker with it, and we got a whistle and a blocking foul on Valley. It'll be on Jenna Fuller. So Fuller will pick up her second foul. Team foul number 1 here in the third quarter on Valley. 3 minutes to play. Dowling up 35-22. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert here at the Bill Cold Iron Fieldhouse on a potentially dismal night. We have freezing rain in the forecast. That's why the game has moved up, because ice was going to be a problem if we were to leave here, and it still may be. Scott Splevik is our PA announcer. He'll keep everybody abreast of our weather conditions, I'm sure. Here's a steal by Valley. And the other way we go. I can't wait to hear your third quarter numbers, Mike, because Dowling's got a few more turnovers than they usually have, and now they draw the foul as the Tigers go to the hole and draw the foul on Olsen, and that'll be her 4th. So Ole goes in for 20 seconds and picks up her 4th foul.
Yeah, that was a big foul there.
Bailey Utoff drew the foul. Bailey did not score in that first quarter, the first half rather. Has a chance here. She'll have 2 free throws. First one's good. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Mercy One, Fast Signs in Clive, and by the Catholic Tuition Organization and Skeffington's Formal Wear. Second free throw good by the coach's daughter, Bailey Utah.
Free throw shooting keeping Valley in this. They're 8 out of 10 now.
Yes, they are. 35-24, Dowling's lead 9. 2.5 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's Tritton with it over to Zedeker. Corner three, no good, and rebound Valley. Bit of cold shooting going on here in this quarter, Mike. Tigers in the front court with Tylee White. They get it off to Brown. Now keep in mind, Brown and White, Tigers' two leading scorers, battled foul trouble in that first half, but Tigers closed out a 16-point deficit. They got it down to 9 right now on the basketball. 2 minutes to play here in the third. Little dribble weave. They get Moon inside, kicks it back out to Brown. Now over to Adams. 5 on the shot clock. Dribbling baseline is Fuller. Leaves it for the wide open Avery Moon. Layup good. Moon with her first basket of the night.
That was a very nice offensive set. They were very patient. The shot was with 2 seconds on the shot clock.
And now Tritton dribble drives down and leaves it for Moeller, and the layup is good. So Moeller with 12 points. Timeout on the floor. Called by Dowling with 1:36 to go. Here in the third quarter, 37-26, Dowling leading Valley in this girls contest. Mark Amadale, Mike Burker. Well, Coach, you've seen some of the numbers. I see a lot of Dowling turnovers. Unforced turnovers sometimes, but that's not a good. And then poor shooting. That's a credit to the Valley defense right now.
Valley's hanging in there. I mean, they're 15th in the state. They've had a rough 3-game set here that they had coming into this game, but they're playing hard, and they're being patient. They're playing the type of game they have to.
Well, they've not stopped being aggressive, so no matter if it works out, they're always being aggressive. You like seeing that in a team.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a very young Valley team. They're as young as Waukee Northwest.
Yep.
Well, the rankings just came out, and we haven't went through them yet, but the Northwest Wolves, a team that Dowling beat earlier in the year, ranked 3rd in Class 5A, and they were down, below 10. Now a long three, good by Tylee White. That is her second 3 of the night.
It's an 8-point game.
And 10 points now for White. 37-29 Dowling. Approaching 1 minute. Now Tritton in the lane and draws. The ball goes off her leg out of bounds, and they're going to give it to Valley. So Tritton had her shot blocked, but it went off her leg. And now the Tigers with it. White inbounds it to Olivia Adams. Now back to White. Minute to play here in the third quarter. Valley with the basketball. 20 on the shot clock. They lob it underneath the Brown. Her reverse layup, no good. As she got right around Ava Zedeker. Zedeker with the rebound. Dowling with the ball. And Muller, corner three, it's no good. Offensive rebound, Dowling and Kaylee Klein. Now bodies hit the floor. And still on the floor. And we're going to have a timeout, Valley. We might have an injured player right in front of us. With 28 seconds to go in the third quarter. Timeout on the floor, 37-29. Valley has cut the Dowling lead to 8. And Avery Moon shaken up after that timeout. And this is a full timeout. We will keep it here. And time now for our Dowling Catholic High School Activities Spotlight. Congratulations to December's recipient. That was Owen Pins, Dowling Catholic class of 2025. He participates in football and track and many other activities at Dowling. We congratulate Owen for being a recognized witness to the very best of faith, academics, and student activities. And you can hear Owen's interview on the Catholic Morning Show, heard Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m., or 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. by visiting the Iowa Catholic Radio podcast page at iowacatholicradio.com. That interview was on Friday, December 6th. And our thanks to our sponsor of Dowling Catholic High School's Activity Spotlight, Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology and Clive, offering a wide range of aesthetic and wellness services and providing customized care to have you looking your best. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Mike Burkert, timeout called there, and probably a pretty good one.
It was a kind of a little rumble in front of us here, and
we call it a scrum in football. Sometimes.
There you go. I was looking for the right word.
Scrum.
And it was actually a minor riot, I think, after the fact, too, because who actually had the ball.
And Moon is not in the Valley lineup, their starting post player.
Yeah, they carried her off.
Yeah, she rolled her ankle right in front of us. Too bad, and hopefully she can get back. All right, 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. Valley with the ball. They swing it around. The three-pointer up, no good. And the third quarter will end with our score. Dowling 37. Valley 29. It's getting a little closer here at the Valley Fieldhouse. This rivalry goes back many years, and we've got a good one tonight. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Dowling 37, Valley 29 in the girls contest. Back in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
This is Dale Ahlquist with a Chesterton Minute. Have you ever heard someone say, all religions believe basically the same thing? They only differ in their external forms, in the way they express it. G.K. Chesterton says the truth is precisely the other way around. The religions of the world do not differ greatly in rites and forms. They do differ greatly in what they teach. In most every religion, people pray, they sing, they read sacred texts, they honor their traditions, they have special feasts, they light candles and so on. But they don't teach the same things. They don't believe the same things. There's only one religion that believes that Christ is the Son of God, that he suffered and died for our sins, and that he rose from the dead. Only one religion believes in one Holy Catholic Church, the communion of saints, the resurrection of the body, and life everlasting. Want more than a minute? Chesterton.org.
KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
And we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Fourth quarter underway. It's Dowling 37, Valley 29 in this top 15 Class 5A Central Iowa Metro League girls contest. Valley with the first possession of the fourth quarter. Three-point shot, no good. The top of the key by Ty Lee White, and the rebound out to Dowling. Valley outscored Dowling in that third quarter, Mike Burkert, 9-8. We'll get with our statistics here in a moment when we get a break. Dowling with the ball. They're working inside to Moeller. Her shot up, rims out, no good. Drew the foul. This might be on Brown. If that is, that'll be her third foul. It is not. Olivia Adams picks up the foul, her first, and Moeller to the free throw line. This is Ellie Moeller, who has 12 points for the Maroons. Mike, you got to look at some of the numbers.
Yeah, actually it was 9-6 in the third quarter. And both teams.
9-6, thank you.
Both teams did not shoot very well. I didn't need my calculator for Dowling. It was 3 out of 10 for 30%, and Valley was 3 out of 9 for 33%.
And Dowling didn't go to the free throw line at all.
They did not.
And free throws good by the Maroons.
She hit 1 out of 2, so they're up 9.
13 points now for Ellie Moeller. Valley with the basketball. Dowling up 9, 38-29. The Tigers went 2 for 2 at the free throw line in that third quarter. So they are 8 for 9 at the line tonight. Now the ball taken away by the Maroons. 6:40 to play, fourth quarter. 38-29 Dowling. There's Moeller with it. Ellie between the circles, way out top. Gets it to Tritton. And Valley kind of overplaying the passing lanes in their man-to-man defense. They get it back to Moeller. And now we've got a whistle and a foul. And they're going to whistle Tylee White with her third foul. That'll be Dowling basketball underneath their own basket here, Mike.
It's a big possession for Dowling. Valley's been running a really solid offense now at the other end, and Dowling has not really gotten any good shots lately.
Talking with Coach Utoff, the Valley head girls coach, he says we need more practice. We're almost like on an NBA schedule. We need to get in the gym. Unfortunately, there won't be until Christmas break, and Zediker does a little one-on-one. They isolate her as she shoots and scores. She had 3 points at halftime on a field goal. This is her second field goal of the night. She's got 5. 40-29, Dowling by 11. 6 minutes to play, fourth quarter.
Valley's in their motion. Nice drive.
Nice job from the left side. Tylee White picks up her 12th point. And a nice drive from the left wing. 40-31. And now underneath, Zediker goes up against Brown. She knows Brown's in some foul trouble, and Ava shoots and scores. She now has 7 points. There's a certain former coach that you used to work with that's driving me crazy right now. He's over at Valley Southwoods. O'Hare.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's got to be over here for the varsity game. All right, long three up and no good by the Tigers, by Tylee White. Rebound comes out to Dowling. Oh, now he's en route, so he's in good shape. And now the Maroons get loose underneath, and a shot in the lane up and good. Nice move that time by Ava Zediker, and all of a sudden Ava has the last 6 points. She has 9 for the game. And what a run by the Maroons. We've got a 1 minute break, 1 minute timeout. We'll take it with them. With 5:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Yes, that's the real time left in the clock, Coach O'Hare. 5:08 left to go, fourth quarter. 44-31, Dowling by 13 over Valley. Back in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Iowa Catholic Radio presents Encounter the Eucharist, an evening with Father Mike Schmitz, Wednesday, April 2nd at the Iowa Event Center in downtown Des Moines. This limited seating event allows for an intimate conversation about faith that will inspire a deeper relationship with Jesus.
When you see the Lord lifted up like this, you are looking at Calvary. You're participating in his restoration of the world.
Encounter the Eucharist, an evening with Father Mike Schmitz. Go to iowacatholicradio.com and reserve your seat now.
Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology provides advanced and medical aesthetics, body contouring, wellness, and spa services. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Thank you, Brightside Aesthetics, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. Schedule your annual checkup with a Mercy One doctor so you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Welcome back to the Valley Fieldhouse. 44-31, Dowling girls with the lead over Valley in game one of our girls and boys doubleheader. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert, as we sit courtside at the scorers table. And now here's a shot blocked by Ellie Muller. Ashley Brown had her shot blocked. Rebound Dowling. Tritton in transition. Lisa for Zediker, who scored the last 6 points for Dowling. Zediker in the lane and pushing foul on the Tigers. On Carrie Rose, that'll be her second. And Zediker will go to the line.
I think Dowling has decided that Ava can take her person off the dribble, and what they're doing is kind of clearing out for her, and she's been attacking the basket and hitting her shots.
First free throw, no good by Ava Zediker. Tonight's game on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Zediker now, with her second free throw, is good. So she goes 1 for 2. Ava now with 10 points, gets into double figures. 45-31, Dowling by 14. 4:20 to go, fourth quarter. Tigers playing catch on the perimeter. Dowling stays man-to-man. Brown and White play catch. Now Brown with it, guarded by Ellie Muller. Left wing, the pass goes over to White, guarded by Zediker. White in the lane, double team. Lisa for Brown, top of the key, drives the left side. Reverse layup, no good. Rebound, Macy Harnden, who just checked in. Now Zediker for three in transition, no good. And rebound out to Valley and Rose. So the Maroons now back on defense. Now Valley will launch a three by Rose. It's no good. And the rebound, Brown comes away with it. Offensive rebound on the weak side. Took it away from Muller. And Brown with it. They work the right block. Going against Olsen, who has 4 fouls. Her shot up, no good. Good job by Ole playing with 4 fouls. And now Zedeker underneath. Her shot up and good. The basket will count. A foul on Carrie Rose. What a move by Zedeker. Boy, she has just taken over here in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah, her outside shot she struggled with that tonight, but she's been taking it to the basket, and that's where she's been very, very, very effective.
Rose picks up her 2nd foul. That's team foul number 4 on the Tigers. None on Dowling here in the 4th quarter, and Zedeker a chance for an and 1. It's good. Ava with 13 points. 48-31, Dowling by 17. 3 minutes to play, 4th quarter. Boys game to follow here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. There's Brown with it, right block. Bounce pass goes to White, and now bodies hit the floor, and we've got a jump ball, and Zedeker took a shot on a loose ball. And it'll be on the possession arrow, favoring Dowling.
That was a heck of a collision there.
Officials ruled nobody had control of it, and then bodies hit the floor. And Coach Myers, you might have heard, was wondering why there was no foul.
No blood.
Abe was asking the other official the same thing, and it wasn't in his calling lane. But we play on. Play on.
Got the ball after all.
That's right. Zedeker with it. Leaves it for Tritton. Now to Ellie Muller, top of the key. Now to her sister Katie Muller. Harnden is the 5th Maroon out there. Maroons are going to run some clock. 2:35 to go. Zedeker isolated in the lane. Guarded by Brown, draws the foul. And Brown has picked up her 3rd foul. So both White and Brown with 3 fouls each. That's Valley's 2 leading scorers, sending Ava Zedeker to the line for 2. First one up and good. Our thanks to Skeffington's Formal Wear, Mercy One, the Catholic Tuition Organization, and Fast Signs in Clive for supporting our broadcast all season long. 2nd free throw good by Zedeker, who now has 15 points. He had 3 points at halftime and a pretty good last 2 minutes. 50-31, Dowling by 19. It's Maroon's largest lead of the 2nd half.
Yeah.
Now we got a 5-second call on Valley. Turnover against Dowling. I don't like that rule because we have the 35-second shot clock. You don't need a 5-second.
Unless you like defense.
That's just me talking out loud.
But Dowling's on a 13-2 run to start the 4th quarter.
Is that what it is?
Yep. It's 37-29 at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Well, it was Valley 9-6 in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
And Maroons have all of a sudden. And that's a credit to the Tigers in that 3rd quarter. They played lights out. The Maroons have figured it out. They have the basketball. 20 on the shot clock. Bodies hit the floor. That was Tritton, the body, that hit the floor, and she drew the foul. Foul will be on Bailey Utoff. That's her 1st. Team foul number 5, so the Maroons in the double bonus the rest of the quarter. They'll be shooting 2. The first one at the line is Layla Tritton, 3 points tonight. Made that 3 in the 1st quarter, and this is her 1st free throw attempt, and it's good. 2nd one on the way. Good. 5 points for Tritton.
Valley's playing very physically on defense, just like Northwest did and like Ankeny. So it's going to be a very physical league. Looks like.
Yeah, 21-point lead for Dowling, 52-31. Minute 50 here in the 4th quarter remaining. Again, if you joined us late, our game was moved up to a 5 o'clock start due to the impending ice storm that is approaching Central Iowa. We hope to get the boys game in and everybody dismissed and headed home before things start getting a little slick.
And before Mr. O'Hare gets here.
You didn't have to. You don't encourage him because he's listening. He's probably out there in the parking lot listening on the radio. All he does is keep the stats on the bench. You know that, don't you? For the boys' game. We should tell him the game's in the other gym. Maybe that'll shake him up a bit. Corner 3 by Dowling is no good by Klein, Kaylee Klein, who had an outstanding volleyball season, by the way. Tigers now with the ball. They get it to Tylee White. Now she'll kick it out. Minute 10 to play. Gets it to Addison Adams, and the Tigers work it inside. Shot no good by Rose, or check that by Utah, and a foul on Dowling. And that'll be on Ellie Muller, her third. It'll be a shooting foul for Bailey Utah, who has 2 points tonight, but we'll get free throws here. First one is up and good. Up next for Dowling Catholic, travel to Johnston, number 1 and undefeated Johnston. They were undefeated last year, so they were what, 29-0, maybe 30-0 by the time Maroons play them. Well, they got to beat Waukee Northwest tonight. You never know.
Yeah, wonder how that's going.
Look that up. So we'll have that game. That'll be our next broadcast Tuesday night. Second free throw no good by Utah. She has 3 points tonight. 52-36 Dowling. 55 seconds to play and a foul. Sophia Anthony Bodie drew the foul. White picks up her 4th foul. This will be her first appearance as a varsity player. Sophia Anthony Bodie, a 5'6" sophomore, making her first varsity free throw attempt. It's up and good. Nice arch. She must not have learned from how to shoot from Kevin O'Hare.
Oh, hello.
Would I say that out loud? Are we on the radio? Yeah, we are on the radio. That'll get him out of his car real quick. Second free throw no good. Rebound Dowling. Runs with the offensive board. We'll keep the possession alive with 48 seconds remaining. Also in the Dowling lineup, Nellie Johnson. She's double teamed. Gets rid of it. Corner 3. It's no good by Klein. Offensive rebound Dowling. Second one on this possession by Maddie Rice. Corner 3 up and no good by Maddie Rice. Rebound Valley. The Tigers in the front court. Fuller with it. Nearly has the ball stolen away. Now Fuller underneath, behind the back, layup up and no good. Drew the foul. Foul beyond Dowling. Olivia Meredith picks up her first foul, and free throws coming for Jenna Fuller, who has 1 point tonight.
Well, Valley closed the gap, and
yes, they did.
16-3 run at this point for the 4th quarter. So,
up next for the Valley girls, they'll play Monday night right here at the Valley Fieldhouse. They'll take on Cedar Rapids, Washington, and I don't think it's a girl-boy doubleheader. It says 7 o'clock, so it'll be one game. I'm guessing JV 1 and 2 will play ahead of it. And the free throw good by Fuller.
I think I saw that they were supposed to play them first game of the year and had to change it for whatever reason.
So Jenna Fuller makes both free throws, yes, but it was moved because of the football playoffs. We're going to play it on a Thursday night, and the Valley football team is going to play the next night in the championship game, I believe. They had to move the game. All right, final seconds, 53-33, Dowling by 20, and that's how the game will end with the Maroons a 20-point win over the Valley Tigers. 53-33 is our final score. Congratulations to head coach Kristen Meyer and the Dowling girls. They improved their record to 5-1, ranked second in Class 5A. Valley falls to 1-4. The Tigers have lost 4 straight. They'll be in action on Monday in a non-conference game as Valley hosts Cedar Rapids, Washington here at the Valley Fieldhouse, while Dowling will travel to number 1 Johnston, who is taking on Waukee Northwest maybe tonight. We don't know where that game stands, but we'll try and find out. We'll take a 2-minute break. Mary Statsky, our studio producer. We'll take a 2-minute break and come back with our final statistics. Again, the final here in Game 1 of our Central Iowa Metro League Girls Contest. Dowling 53, the Valley Tigers 33. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale. We'll return with our postgame show after this 2-minute break here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting people to Christ with local faith leaders.
I am Father Michael, priest at St. John's. Come, let us go up to the Lord's mountain, to the house of the God of Jacob. With these words from the prophet Isaiah, I invite you to come and experience God's love at St. John's Parish in Adel. Mass times can be found at www.stjohnsadel.org.
Iowa Catholic Radio, connecting people to Christ and His Church on their faith journey.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory. Caldwell Parish offers services that are unique to the individual while following the Catholic funeral rites. Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory, Des Moines' only Catholic-owned and operated funeral home.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Westgate Dental, offering cosmetic, family, implant, and general dentistry. Located at 1073rd Street, Suite 1 in West Des Moines, just behind Dowling Catholic High School. Learn more at westgatedentalia.com.
This is Young Catholic Minute. What does it matter what I look at on the internet? I'm not hurting anyone. Yes, you are. Remember that part of that one book where that guy Jesus said, "Everyone who looks at a woman with lust has already committed adultery with her in his heart." Does that sound innocent to you? John Paul II said that the opposite of love isn't hate, it's use. Use goes beyond hate because it treats the other person as less than human. What if she were your sister? Would you want anyone looking at her lustfully? The fact is, because God is your father and her father, she is your sister and deserves to be loved with dignity, not used to indulge lust. And you're not just hurting her, you're hurting yourself by weakening yourself and your ability to love. If you've fallen into the habit of treating women as objects, how are you suddenly going to turn around and treat your wife as a person? Ooh, sounds like it might hurt your wife too. Maybe that Jesus was onto something. For more, go to youtube.com/youngcatholic.
And we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse as we're between games right now. Game one, a final, Dowling 53, the Valley Tigers 33. Dowling improves its record to 5-1 on the girls' season. Valley Tigers fall to 1-4. Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale joining you tonight. And Mike, before we as we wrap this up, we get set for the boys contest. Let's take a look at our final statistics. They're very unofficial, just like my scoring. But give us a lowdown on our statistics tonight, Mike.
Yes, very unofficial. The difference in the game was the shooting. Dowling ended up shooting 47% for the game, while Valley was at 23%. You know, when you hit 9 out of 40 shots, it's really tough to stay with somebody. Three-point shooting by both teams was not spectacular, but Dowling, I think, decided in the fourth quarter they were going to let Ava Zediker take the ball to the basket. And she got probably 7 or 9 points right in a row. That spread this game out. Rebounding, Dowling had 26 rebounds to 18 for Valley. Turnovers, Dowling won that battle tonight. They had just 9 turnovers for the game, 14 versus Valley. And that's sort of impressive because of the aggressive, physical defensive style that Valley played. They wouldn't let Dowling do a lot. Like I said, it took Zediker to go one-on-one when they opened the floor for her to make a difference.
And early in the game, they had that zone. Then it became a matchup zone. Then they went aggressive man-to-man. So Coach Uthoff and Valley tried to throw everything at the Maroons.
Yeah, they did. They gave them a couple different looks. And then, towards the end, would not allow people to go from, point A to point B very easily.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring tonight. First of all, for the visitors from Dowling Catholic, the Maroons approved their record to 5-1. They had 2 players in double figures, led by Ava Zediker with 15 points. She had 3 at halftime and finished with 15. She was followed by Ellie Muller with 13 points. 9 points for Katie Muller. 5 points for Layla Tritton. And rounding out scoring for the Maroons, Ellie Olson with 4 points. Off the bench, Kaylee Klein with 3 points. And 2 points for Maddie Rice. And 1 point for Sophia Anthony Bodie, the sophomore. Dowling went 12 of 20 at the free throw line in the contest. For the Valley Tigers, they had 1 player in double figures. That was sophomore Ty Lee White with 12 points. 9 points for Ashley Brown. And then rounding out scoring for Valley, Jenna Fuller off the bench with 3 points. Olivia Adams off the bench with 3 points. Bailey Uthoff with 3 points. And then 2 points for Carrie Rose and 2 points for Avery Moon, who left the game with an injured ankle on that scrum that happened right in front of us. We hope she's all right. She was one of the starting post players for the Tigers, and she finished with 2 points. Valley went 11 of 13 from the free throw line tonight. And score by quarters, we talked about it earlier. Dowling jumped out to a 16-5 first quarter lead. Both teams played to a 15-15 second quarter. Dowling led 31-20 at halftime. Valley outscored Dowling in the third quarter 9-6. It was 37-29. Dowling by 8 going into the fourth quarter, and the Maroons, as Mike mentioned, outscored Valley 16-4 in that fourth quarter to win it 53-33. So that's a tale of the tape. Mike Burkert, it's number 1 Johnston and number 2 Dowling.
Should be a good one.
Night. Get there early. And no weather. We got to have any bad weather. And maybe an early start, but no bad weather.
That's true. It should be a good game. It'll be interesting to see tonight how Waukee Northwest fares against Johnston. But it'll be a matchup because Johnston's got some height, some size, and some physicality. And Dowling's got to come in ready to play.
If you find that score, let me know.
I will.
Probably on Twitter somewhere. All right, we're going to take a break. Mike, thank you. We'll see you on Tuesday night.
Okay, thanks, Mark.
Mike Burkert, my broadcast partner. Yeah, they're moving this along. They cut down on the between game time, so we're going to tip off here in about 5-6 minutes. We're going to take a 1-minute break, Mary, and come back with a boys preview. Jimmy Cataldo will join me for the boys contest as he's sitting right behind me. Again, the final in the girls contest, 53-33, Dowling a winner over Valley. And stay tuned. 1 minute, we'll have pregame of the boys contest from the Valley Field House here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic.